What if I told you the most iconic duo in tennis history might not share one last moment together? The thought alone is heartbreaking, but it's real. Rafael Nadal, the man who has battled Roger Federer in epic wars on the court for over 2 decades, has dropped a bombshell. Federer probably won't be there when Nadal says goodbye to tennis at the Davis Cup. And as Spain's journey ends in disappointment, what Federer did will leave you speechless. Stay with me, because this story gets even more emotional. Before we get to the Davis Cup and Federer's heartfelt response, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes this absence so gut-wrenching. Nadal and Federer aren't just two of the greatest players in tennis, they're the rivalry that defined an era. From their first match in Miami in 2004, where a 17-year-old Nadal stunned the world by defeating Federer, to their unforgettable Wimbledon final in 2008, widely regarded as the greatest match of all time, these two have given us memories that will live on forever. Who could forget their 40th meeting at the 2017 Australian Open final, when Federer made a comeback for the ages to win in 5 sets? Or their heartwarming camaraderie off the court, proving that fierce rivals can also be close friends. Every match, every handshake at the net told a story of respect, rivalry, and an unbreakable bond. And then came the Laver Cup 2022, a moment that brought even the toughest fans to tears. Federer chose to end his career not with a singles match, but by teaming up with Nadal for one last doubles game. It was symbolic. It was emotional. Two legends on the same side of the net, playing for the love of the game. Nadal couldn't hold back his tears as Federer said goodbye, and fans around the world knew they were witnessing history. It wasn't just the end of Federer's career, it was a turning point for tennis itself. But now, the roles are reversed. This time, it's Nadal who's nearing the end of his journey, and fans had hoped Federer would be there, just as Nadal was for him. But life had other plans. Fast forward to the Davis Cup 2024, where Nadal confirmed this would be his final tournament before retiring. It was supposed to be a fitting farewell for one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. Nadal lost his opening match to Van de Zandschulp, putting Spain in a tough spot. Carlos Alcaraz, however, stepped up and kept their hopes alive with an impressive win in his singles match. In the decisive doubles match, Alcaraz partnered with Marcel Granollers in a last-ditch effort to keep Spain in the tournament. But despite their best efforts, they were unable to secure the victory, and Spain's Davis Cup campaign came to an early and heartbreaking end. This wasn't the storybook farewell Nadal's fans had envisioned, and even more painfully, Federer wasn't there to support his great rival. Nadal himself admitted in a press conference, "Roger will probably not be at my last match." It was a bittersweet realization for fans of their iconic friendship and rivalry. Roger Federer, from the other side of the world, penned a deeply emotional message for Nadal. In his words, "Rafa, my friend, my greatest rival and my partner on this journey. While I can't be there with you in person, know that I am there in spirit, celebrating your incredible career. You've been an inspiration to me and millions of others. Tennis won't be the same without you, but your legacy will live on forever." It's moments like these that remind us why this rivalry was so special. It wasn't just about who won or lost. It was about the mutual respect and admiration that transcended the sport. Federer's words struck a chord, leaving fans wondering if we'll ever see a bond like this again in tennis. As the Davis Cup comes to a close for Nadal, this loss marks the end of an era, not just for Spain, but for tennis as a whole. Nadal's career, which has inspired millions around the world, officially winds down without the fairy tale ending many of us had hoped for. But perhaps this isn't the last chapter of the Federer-Nadal story. While Federer couldn't be there physically, his heartfelt message and their decades of history remind us that their legacy will forever be intertwined. The question now is, what's next for Nadal? Will he embrace a role in tennis off the court? Or will he, like Federer, step away entirely, leaving fans only with memories of their epic battles? What do you think about Federer's absence at Nadal's farewell? Does his emotional message make up for it? And what's your favorite memory of these two legends? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tennis stories and updates. And if you enjoy my content and want to support the channel, you can become a member. You'll get many benefits and exclusive access, plus you'll help me keep creating quality tennis content. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me.